Hey, April.
Hi, Misu.
It's been a while. I just wanted to touch base with you and make sure that everything is going well. So, what have you been up to?
Well, this is my last year, and I'm about to graduate next year. So I'm getting anxious about what my next step is. I'm thinking about applying for graduate school and get an MBA, but um, I have to admit it's a bit overwhelming, and I don't know where to begin.
Okay, I guess you're just experiencing the anxiety that every senior student has, planning for your future. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, you're saying that you're interested in getting a master's degree in business.
Well, business is what I'm really interested in. So I asked for my friends and family's opinion, but I could really need more professional advice.
Well, I know I've been there. Looking for the information on the internet can be a taxing experience, let alone having to filter out unwanted opinions. So, you know what? I happen to have a good program I'd like you to take a look. It's an online MBA credit program offered by Chinese Culture University.
Oh, what is this online MBA credit program?
Okay, so you're a senior student, right?
Yes, I am.
And your major is business?
Yep, I study economics.
Okay, so this online MBA credit program offers you an opportunity to take graduate level courses while you're still in the undergraduate study. And the exciting thing is you can transfer credits you earn to the selected American universities when you enroll in their MBA programs.
Oh, I like the sound of that. So, what are the courses offered in this program?
Okay, as you can see, first off, these courses are taught in English, and two courses are offered per semester. So in the fall semester, we offer international financial management and organizational leadership and motivation. And in the spring semester, they are international marketing management and operations management. And you will receive 3 credits each course, and of course, only if you meet the course requirement.
Okay, so are these courses completely online?
Yes, all 4 courses are online. Each course module is composed of 18 classes, incorporating synchronous and asynchronous online learning.
Okay, so how long is this program?
There are 4 courses offered in this program. So 2 courses are available in the fall semester starting in September, and the other 2 courses are offered in the spring semester starting in March. And I actually like this arrangement. Remember, these are graduate level courses, so I'm sure it can be challenging for any undergraduate students.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, who are the professors teaching these courses?
Okay, who are the professors? All right, let me show you. As you can see, all the professors teaching at this program have very professional education training, and they have at least 10 years of teaching experiences. So take Dr. Haiyan Zhang as an example. She graduated from University of Southern California in the USA, and her research areas include financial management, international financial management, and financial analysis. So not only Dr. Haiyan Zhang and Dr. Shen, Dr. Zhang, and Dr. Su, they all have very good testimonials from our students.
I think the whole program looks appealing. So, I will be able to take 4 MBA courses in advance while I'm still a senior year student. And I think that's sort of buy me some time preparing myself to from entering a graduate program.
Exactly. So, and what's more, it presents many more options for you. For one, you can actually benefit from taking remote courses, as you can manage and schedule your time, and you can decide when to take the classes comfortably at home and at your own learning pace. Besides, you can get to explore MBA courses in advance.
Oh, I think you really have me so. So how can I apply this program, and are there any requirements?
Okay, now you get to the very important point. Are there any requirements if you'd like to apply for this program? Okay, so remember, these courses are all taught in English, so you have to have a good English ability. As you can see, you have to meet the basic English proficiency requirements, that is TOEFL IBT 70, and your grades have to be good, and you have to be an undergraduate senior student. And of course, okay, your academic performance will be taken into consideration. So have you met all the requirements?
Well, I think so. I make sure that I have received at least a B on all the courses I have taken, and I have been practicing and studying my English. So I think all I need now is to take an English proficiency test like TOEFL IBT and TOEIC. No, not TOEIC.
IELTS.
Yes. TOEFL is not allowed. Yeah. So to prove my English ability. So yeah. Oh, by the way, when you say these courses are credits are transferable, what do you mean?
All right. What does it mean that the credits are transferable? It means that, okay, after you successfully receive the course credits, you can transfer all or partial credits to Chinese Culture University or CCU's partner universities in the US.
Okay, so it is possible that I don't have to spend as long as 2 years to finish my graduate program and get an MBA.
You're right about that. Think about the time and money you can save. Okay, now back to your original question, how to apply? Well, you will have to fill out an online application form and upload all the necessary documents, including your ID photo and proof of enrollment, transcript, and of course, your English proficiency certificate.
Okay, I think that's clear-cut. Now, what is the tuition?
Well, Chinese Culture University offers tuition-free opportunities for 2 students for each sister universities. The opportunity is limited, so it can be very competitive. And when I say tuition-free, it means that you can take these 4 courses without tuition charges. However, if you want to receive an official transcript, if you want to receive an official transcript, you have to pay the tuition. And you need transcript if you want to apply for credit waiver at the university you are enrolled in.
So, like you said, the opportunity is limited. So if I don't get the opportunity, what is the tuition like for this program?
Well, there is scholarship available for students studying at CCU's sister universities. And here, as you can see, 1 credit hour is 8,000 NT dollars, and each course has 3 credits. But remember, you have to consult your university for scholarship information.
Okay, I guess that pretty sums things up. So when is the deadline for signing up for this program?
Okay, so when is the application deadline? So here, on July 31st is the deadline for applying for this program. And I suggest that you apply earlier because there are limited numbers of enrollment. And tell you what, okay, we have a very I told you earlier that partial of the credits that you take from studying at this online MBA credit program, you can transfer part of the credits to some of CCU's partner universities in the US. So I'd like to introduce you a very special guest from the US. And the guest I'd like to introduce you today is from University of Incarnate Word in San Antonio, Texas, USA.
Thank you so much for the
I'm turning the floor over to the University of Incarnate Word. So Amy and Dr. Crisgill.
Yes, thank you so much. I am going to switch over and share my screen real quick, if that's possible. Okay, I'm hoping you can confirm that you can see my screen right now.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Perfect. I am not as familiar with Google Meet. So my name is Dr. Trish Driscoll. I am from the University of the Incarnate Word. I'm very excited to visit with you guys tonight. Well, I say tonight, if it's tonight, it is 9 p.m. in the U.S. right now. I know it's different and in the morning where you guys are located. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself, and then we'll get into some of the different aspects of our MBA program. My background, I am the graduate director for both the MBA program and our MSA program. So that is our Master's of Science in Accounting program. So I'm over both of those. I have been at the University of Incarnate Word, or we like to call it UIW. It's a lot easier to say, since 2016. And most of my classes I teach, I am an accounting professor. I also have my CPA, so I teach different classes on our campus. Some of my research fields are in ethical reasoning with CPAs and students. I also have some of teaching cases for some of our classes as well. Before being at UIW, I was an auditor at Ernst & Young, and then also have some experience in the banking field. I was one of the assistant controllers for a large regional bank. So just to kind of give you a little background. So want to kind of move over to what UIW is about and who we are. So our mission is very important to us. It's one of the things I first learned when I got to UIW. We have really 5 core values, and you can see those are listed there as faith, truth, education, innovation, and service. One of the things that we're very proud of at our program is that we really like to have service projects with the community. So on campus, you have lots of opportunities to do different service projects with different community members around San Antonio. And then we also like to do service projects as part of the class. So definitely got a lot of hands-on experience in some of those different service aspects. Okay, so next thing I want to kind of visit with you about is, and some of these numbers actually may be a little bit different. We have our student faculty ratio. I know it says 11-1, actually may be lower than that. So before we jumped on this call, we have 32 full-time faculty members. Right now, our MBA is about 130, so that's definitely a little bit of a smaller even ratio than we have. All of our full-time faculty have research in their field. They are very passionate about their classes, and they love teaching those classes they are doing. The average class is about 20 to 25, so our graduate classes are very small. We are a small university, so we like to keep our class size small, and that really lends itself to have great discussions in all of our graduate classes. We really feel like we don't want to just present to you. We want you to discuss and analyze and come up with some great solutions, together as a class. So we really try to make it very engaging. And we also have, for support for our graduate students, we specifically have a graduate support center. So that is where, any graduate student, if they are having issues in writing a paper, if they are having issues in any of their classes, or just overall, they can go to the graduate support center and get some help. And that is set aside just for our graduate students. We also have what we call our personal academic advising. So I am the MBA director, so you would meet with me personally and we would go over your degree plan. So we definitely want to have a very hands-on approach on classes. And within our MBA program, we have some electives. So you have some options to take some classes that are very interesting to you. We have professional development and hands-on learning experiences. So again, with our graduate classes, we have some MBA events that we are currently working on for the fall. We have a couple of firms that will be coming on campus and doing different professional development, resume writing, interviews, salary negotiations. So we're trying to really get you some great experience with our San Antonio firms, and then also help you develop professionally. And then lastly, especially for, we have a very good international support team. They are there just for our international students. So that team is, there for any kind of support services that our international students need, and their doors are always open. So that's always nice to have that as well. So campus life is definitely right now. I just was on campus today, and it's not as vibrant in the summer, but in the fall and spring, there's a lot going on in campus. It's very fun to be part of campus. We are a Division I NCAA athletics program. So we have a lot of different athletic events you can go and watch. We have 23 sports, so that's more sports than any part of Texas. So there's lots of different kind of things you can go watch. We also have a great theater arts program, so they have plays throughout the semester, and then we have over 100 student organizations. So anything that you're interested in, they probably have a student organization. Within the business field, we have a business club, an accounting society, we have marketing club, an entrepreneur club, economics club. So really there's a lot of different entrants that you can really get involved in campus. Okay, so I just want to kind of go over, especially on our MBA program, some of the different things and some of what kind of sets us apart from some other MBA programs. So our program is a 30 to 33 hour credit program. The finance, marketing, and general business MBA programs, those are 30 hours. So those are our concentrations. If you choose sports management, then that moves you, there's an extra class for the sports management. So we're around 30 and 33 hours. We also have what we call this business cornerstone that you would take your first semester you were on campus here. It's a great course. It really gives you a very good foundation for what the MBA program would be like, and really sets you up for success. And then our capstone would be your final semester. So your capstone class is where you get to take all of the great things that you've learned in the MBA program and you apply them in your last class. We get you set up in groups, and we get you connected with a firm in San Antonio. You get to analyze that firm. You get to come up with solutions. They will tell you maybe some challenges that they've had. And so your semester involves analyzing that firm and coming up with different solutions for that company. And so that's always a great experience. It gets you networking with firms. It gets you group experience, and really kind of helps you your presentation skills, because you will also have to give lots of presentations. On the practical and theoretical approach, again, we definitely teach theory, but we also want practical approaches too. So we have lots of guest speakers come in. We also do a lot of case studies, so that we would have, you read a case and then you're going to come to class prepared to do a discussion on an analysis of that case study. We're very flexible on completion. So some of our students are done in 12 months, and then others take 30 months to complete. So to be full-time for UIW, you have to take 6 hours or 2 classes. So you can make that last. We've had some students that want to be in the MBA program for a while and stay in San Antonio for a while. So they just take 2 classes at a time and they can extend their time in the MBA. Others want to get done fast, and so they can speed it up. We also have very flexible start times. So we work on a 8-week course schedule. So for instance, this coming fall semester, we have a mini 1 and a mini 2. which means Mini 1 would start in August and end about middle of October. And then our Mini 2 semester would start in October, end in December. So you're able to do classes, but space them out so you're not doing them all at the same time. And you're also able to start at any time. So you can start, for the fall, you would have a August start, or you could even start in October. We have a January start, a March start, and then also in the summer. So definitely flexible on start times. And then, like was previously mentioned, you can transfer up to 2 courses. So we would look at your transcript, and 2 of the courses that you would have taken for this online program, you'd be able to transfer in to count for 2 of your classes for our MBA program. So that would be able to save you some tuition money on that end. And then also there is a 1-year work authorization with OPT after graduation. Our international support services team definitely tries to help our international students if that's something they would like to do to pursue. Okay. Admissions requirements are here posted here. So to get into our MBA program, out of a GPA of 4.0, you have to have a 2.5. You also have to have the English proficiency, and you have any of your transfer credits. So if you're going to transfer in 2 of your grad classes from the online piece, you would have to have have a B or better, or 3.0 there. And we also require some prerequisites. So most of you probably maybe had these in undergrad, but if you don't, we have a pretty easy way for you to get the prerequisites, and you can take the prereqs while you're going to the MBA school. So if you got over to San Antonio and you didn't have these prerequisites, you could take them while you're taking your other MBA classes. Those are in accounting, economics, and statistics. If you've had any of those classes before in undergrad, then it counts and you don't have to take those. Letters of recommendation is required. And then you can see there's immigration financial requirements there as well. Proof of funding and a passport as well is there. Okay, and so I think what we've got next, there's a couple of ways you connect with us, definitely on social media. There is an email. This is Amy is one of our international support services team members, and so she's got her email there as well. But really maybe the best way to connect with us on this next page, if any of you guys want to scan this, would give you directly to a form. So if you were interested in our program, you could scan this code now, and then you'd be able to fill out a quick form, and someone would be in contact with you to give you more information. And I'll give you a little time if anybody needs to scan that.
Okay.
And outside, that's all I have. So if anybody has questions, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Driscoll and Amy. And we're waiting, Amy, to end the presentation.
Okay. I talk a little fast, and sometimes I get carried away, so I probably went faster. So.
Dr. Driscoll, we do have a couple of questions from this platform that students would like you to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, and the first question is that you mentioned there are 3 prerequisites that students have to take if they do not have a business bachelor's degree. And so if they are admitted to your program, and they have to take these prerequisites, so they have to pay all the credit tuition for these prerequisites?
So they definitely have a couple of different options. That's a really good question. One, if they are wanting, experience more on campus, they can definitely take our undergraduate course, which would require them to pay tuition. But what most of our students do, it's a little bit better deal for them, and it's a little bit more affordable, is we have a program that we call an Ivy program. And so it is a self-study program. So let's say they didn't have economics, then they could take the online Ivy program. I believe it takes them about 25 to 30 hours to complete. It is $200, so 200 US dollars is what it would cost them to take this course. They do it on their own. At the end of the course, if they would take an exam, if they pass the exam, then they get the credit for that prerequisite. So that's what some of our students are doing, especially if they're concerned about tuition and something being more affordable. They could go that route as well.
Okay, and then the other student's question is, they're wondering if graduate students are also required to live on campus. Are there options for them to live off campus?
Yes, they are not required to live. A lot of our international students do, and Amy maybe has a better indication on that. But as I know, that they do not have to live on campus. They are welcome to live off of campus. Most of our MBA students are what we call commuters, and they don't live on campus, so they come on campus in the evenings for their classes.
Okay, we have another question. Okay, like international students studying abroad, one thing that they are concerned is the transportation convenient around the city. Do they need a car to get around?
Right. So where UIW is located is very close to downtown. Now, that being said, it's definitely not New York City where we've got, a subway that they can jump on. So it is where campus is. It's in close proximity to grocery store, restaurant, all kinds of different entertainment. There is also, we have there's a lot of Uber and LinkedIn that we use, or not LinkedIn, sorry, Lyft. So we use a lot of kind of car sharing availability. So you could definitely be here without having a vehicle. Obviously if you would want to explore outside of the general area where the campus is, then, we've had students that are able to make friends with others that have cars, and so that they can go and explore the rest of the city. But where UIW is located is probably one of the neatest parts of San Antonio, and it is very close to downtown, so they've got some easy access that they could get around and get to what they needed to get to outside of campus.